Chicago, had a few amazing days there. I cannot wait to visit that city again. And while I was there, I was able to shoot my 1-month experience with the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G and what it's like to use that phone on a day-to-day basis, more like a real-world test. So if you're interested in picking that phone up, you definitely need to watch it. And while I was there, I was able to test out 5G for a couple of days, and I was so impressed with it that I wanted to make a separate experience video on what it was like to use 5G. I was able to test it out on the Verizon network, but all major carriers should be launching 5G sometime this year. So if it's coming to your city, I want to give you a glimpse of how this is going to change the way you use your phone. Before I show you some tests, I feel like a breakdown of 5G is necessary. There are two types of 5G that you will see coming to a city near you. They will both work together to make a seamless experience, but the one I got to test was the high band millimeter wave transmitted by nodes like these all throughout the city. The spectrum's bandwidth is incredibly high, and it's meant to give you super fast directional data. Very precise beaming directly to your phone, but signal can be easily blocked by light poles, trees, and other obstacles, so having multiple nodes will be key so you can adaptively change between beams while you're walking. The second will be sub 6 GHz bands, so to explain it easily, it'll be like a boost upgrade to existing towers to increase speeds and bandwidth and coverage. So this is how I'm most likely to see 5G in my area, because I don't live in high traffic cities like New York City, LA, or Chicago. But in theory, this is really smart if you think about it. If everyone outside is consuming all of this data on the high band millimeter wave, then this frees up bandwidth inside for existing networks, alleviating congestion. So the speeds inside get better as well. So both of these working together should make the experience better overall. Firing up speed tests and testing these network speeds throughout the city, just mind-boggling. I almost saw 2 gigabits per second down at one point, which is just insane. This is faster than most people's fiber connections at home. I am an AT&T subscriber, that is who I use, and that 5GE is not real 5G. I have that icon here on my iPhone, so don't be fooled. You can see how fast real 5G speeds are in comparison to it. I also ran a speed test against 4G LTE, so you can see the difference here, which is already pretty fast in my opinion, but 5G just blows it away. Here it's almost 4 times as fast on download, which is a game changer. If you don't care about technology, don't understand it, or that's just not your thing, that's okay. I'm gonna give you some real world examples of what it's like. It wouldn't be fair if I just found the fastest node and did all my tests there, so I moved all throughout the city. Speeds varied from 500 megabits per second down to almost 2 gigabits per second, so it did vary, but here's how it will make a major difference. So faster download speeds for big games like Fortnite, downloading full episodes of Stranger Things in about 5 seconds or so. You could download an entire season quick before you hop on that plane to binge watch. And some apps like Spotify, I don't think are fully optimized yet, or any of these apps are really fully optimized. But this is an entire album in extreme quality downloading, and it took about 20 seconds or so, but that's nothing to be angry about, that's for sure. Amazon Prime Video lets you download high quality content in full seasons. So for example, if you wanted to catch up on Bosch, just download the entire season. Look at how fast those episodes are downloading. This will significantly cut down on time spent waiting for downloads to happen. Even though millimeter wave can be fickle with windows and inside buildings, I was actually able to get 5G in the Starbucks next to the window. If you love watching content on YouTube, look at this. 0 load times and instant 4K resolution. This is just a dream. So low latency and fast speeds is what you can expect from 5G. Some real world differences here. I have to admit, every time I saw that ultra wideband logo pop up at the top, that's what you're gonna see if you're on the Verizon network. I just got really excited because it is really that fast, and I just can't imagine what it's like to use this on a day-to-day basis with 5G live all the time. So let's talk about some of the downsides on my experience with 5G. And I think the biggest thing about it right now is that it's too early, it's in its infancy, so the commercial rollout is happening only in a few cities. This network is really not built out the way it's supposed to be quite yet, so the experience is gonna be different down the line. With millimeter wave, it did depend on where I was standing. Maybe if I was standing behind a light post or something like that, it did affect it. Sometimes the connection would cut in and out, but that's just because it's not robust enough yet to kind of handle that switchover. So once all these nodes come up, sub 6 gigahertz and everything starts working together, should be a seamless experience. Also, if you notice in these speed tests, you'll see that the upload link is still in 4G, so that 5G upload transition has not happened yet. It will happen eventually, but as of right now, the upload is still in 4G. Of course, there are debates about the safety of 5G, and I don't really want to get into that here, but I want to point you to Linus's video. He did a really good job on the myths of 5G and if it's safe or not. I think you should watch that video because he does a really good job of breaking that down. So if you're concerned about 5G, I would definitely check out that video. After the glimpse I got in Chicago, I'm really hyped for it. I can imagine phones, tablets, and computers being connected, but also other things as cars, drones, cameras, medical equipment. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So let me know, what do you think about 5G? Looking at these speeds and just using it, it really just blew my mind because these are the type of speeds that we dreamed about in the home, and now we're getting that in the wild. What I want to know is, would you pick up a Samsung Galaxy S10 5G today based on what you saw and if 5G is live in your city? Let me know in the comment section below. Or do you want to wait for the Note 10? I'm sure there's going to be a Note 10 5G variant as well. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you guys in the next one.